Let me frame or respond to your question by looking at models of years ago. In the late 60s, there was a model called the Johari window. There were two variables in that model. One variable was things that you know about yourself and things that you don't know about yourself, and things others know about you and things others don't know about you. So basically, you came out with 4 windows. The first window was called the public space, where it shared information, shared knowledge about what people knew about you and what you knew about yourself. The second window was the blind space or the blind area, where people knew something about you but you didn't know about yourself. The third window is the secret area, where certain things that you knew about yourself were not also known by others. Okay. And the fourth window were things that you don't know about yourself and others don't know about you either. And in the late 60s, that model was just labeled as the unknown area. And so that remained a question or a mystery. Down the road, as I got familiar and got to know Jungian psychology, certain things were revealed, and which came from the unconscious, and it is such a beautiful surprise and unraveling of a mystery about knowing things about yourself that you didn't know about, and also that others didn't know about, and now you have a handle for knowing about this particular unknown area about yourself. So if you say, how does it, what was your question? How do you get to know yourself? It is exploring that vastness inside of you that you never realized that you had inside. And Jungian psychology is definitely one major tool to look into the unknown, to look into the unknown area of oneself. And the unconscious is very, very rich. Right? One of the things that I love about Jungian psychology is because you can say, you can have a description of a person, you can have a profile of a person, you can have a profile of who you are. Okay? But the language is just in what is visible, or what are some of the traits, what are some of the roles of knowing a person. But when you go into the unknown area, that's where Jungian psychology provides the cognitive handles and the cognitive maps to explore the unknown. The polar expeditions were were most challenging, and so you just knew that it was covered in ice. It's unknown. Not until there were expeditioners who went and really went to the field and mapped out what was in the North Pole and what was in the South Pole. So you could look at it also in the same way of the unknown or the unconscious. Jungian psychology provides a map for getting to know the terrain, because it is a terrain that is not readily accessible to everybody, nor do we have, it's not part of our everyday language, nor is it part of our transaction in life. But with a map, it guides you to say, okay, now I know why I behave like this, because it's my mask, it's my persona. Or now I behave like this because it is my shadow, something which I deny in myself. Or now I know why I behave like this, because it's my Hermes is being activated. The Hermes is that part of you that is such a communicator, that is such a traveler, that wants to experience life, that wants to go on an adventure. So usually when to segue, when people encounter a Hermes person, the stereotype is, hindi siya mapakali. Okay? Which is very, it's an apt observation, but it's just a visible one, and it's just like that. But when you say that the person is a Hermes, is a traveler, then there is a particular depth to the knowledge of who one is, that is truly part of one's nature, that is there in oneself, to explore, to get to know the world, to get to know oneself, to get to know many worlds, to get to travel,